Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to On the Open, taking a look at all the European markets here at MarketStream.live. My name is Joseph Cusick with the Cusick Group, securities offered by MoneyBlock. Looks like Europe is doing what Asia did overnight, just basically staying in a very tight range in front of the FOMC, as well as the fact that they are going to have elections in the Netherlands tomorrow, Thursday, which is a hotly contested election and is the kickoff for the elections in France as well as in Germany. So we're going to have a lot of headlines that are going to be coming out in the next 4 to 6 hours and basically the next 24 hours. So let's jump right in and take a look at the German indice, the DAX. Currently, right now, you have the DAX down about 70 cents. So it's basically flatlined at 11,989. You can currently see that the DAX is trading off of its open and but off of its lows, but in a very, very tight range. As we had noted, not a lot of action is going to occur until after the markets close as far as European stocks are concerned. They will be closed at noon Eastern time here in the States. But with that being said, taking a look at Germany, you're going to have select banks, airlines, and consumer names in the green right now. That's what basically has been holding up. So you're going to hear names like Lufthansa, Adidas, and so forth, Commerce Bank, all pretty much so names that are in the green or slightly in the green, holding up this market. And again, the area that you're going to want to watch on the DAX is going to be this 20-day moving average, which is coming in at 11,915. That's where the short-term bulls will be challenged. For those of you that are looking for an alternative to the actual DAX exchange, take a look at EWG. That's the German ETF that tracks the stocks. You can currently see that it's pre-market trading at 27.91. It's well above its 20 and 50-day moving average. 27.72 is going to be the level on this ETF that tracks Germany. If challenged and broken, then this area between 27.40 and 27.80 is going to be where the bulls are going to have to hold their ground if the bullish trend is going to continue in Germany. Taking a look at the UK, currently right now the FTSE is trading at 73.71.80. That's up 13.90, basically almost 0.2%, 0.19%. You can currently see that it's trading off of its best levels, so still in the green. Right now, you saw a couple headlines overnight. There was a publication called the YouGov Times. It did a poll that showed that Scottish voters right now are 57% in favor of staying within the UK. Now, again, that's not an official vote. That is just a poll, and we all know how polls have worked out, Brexit. With that being said, it looks like Brexit is going to be triggered in the very near future. It could be as early as March 22nd when Article 50 could be triggered. Again, that is going to bring some mixed action here. Also, saw overnight and into this morning that they did release the average hourly earnings for January, their index that takes pay and bonus. That came in at 2.2% versus 2.6% last month. So there's a little bit of a drop off month over month. But with that being said, we're going to watch this. This is something that I said that earnings growth, specifically in terms of wages, is going to have to be something that we're going to have to see catalyzed to the upside. If, in fact, you're going to see people buying in, especially domestically speaking. EWQ is an ETF for the UK. EWU is the UK ETF. Again, trading right now below its 20-day moving average. A little bit of a challenge here. That could be because of the move in both the miners as well as the move in oil. That's put some pressure. As a matter of fact, oil is actually up this morning about 2%, but we'll get into that later. Trading right now pre-market on EWU, the ETF that tracks the UK, at 31.74, so it's up about 2 cents pre-market. Finally, taking a look at the French CAC. CAC's trading up about 5 points right now at 49.7920. You can currently see it's up about 0.1%. And again, it's trading in a very tight range, and this is what's basically going to proceed for the remainder of today, for the most part, barring any type of headline. In France, presidential candidate Fillon, it's formal. There is going to be an investigation into the use or diversion of public funds. That is going to put some pressure on his continuation in the race in the French elections, but he's sticking. You're seeing growth names pretty much so leading the way right now and holding up the French CAC at this juncture. What is notable is that there are some headlines that Renault, automaker in France, is under some potential pressure with accusations of tampering with emissions data. We've seen what happened with Volkswagen. We're going to see if this actually comes to fruition with Renault. That could put some pressure on that automaker and maybe on the French markets. But we're going to, again, keep an eye on that action. And you can take a look at EWQ, which is an ETF that does track French stocks out of the CAC. It's currently well above its 20-day moving average, which is at 25.29. And so we're going to watch these levels. It's trading at 25.54, down a penny pre-market on this ETF that tracks France. So again, we have some pretty much so fixed range markets until the FOMC does announce what their rate decision is going to be, whether it's a rate hike of a quarter point, a half point. Right now, it's a 93% probability that it's going to be at least a quarter point, but we'll have to wait and see. Till then, we will be back at 9:30 Eastern Time. I'm going to be going over all the action that's happened in the U.S. markets. Plus, we're going to see what the impact is on all of the economic data that's come out so far this morning. We have seen that retail sales, as well as some other consumer price components have come out. It looks like they're going to be in line, and we're going to see how those are going to impact today's trade. We'll see you at 9:30 Eastern Time here at MarketStream.live.